Our first presentation this afternoon is agriculture, more than sows, cows, and plows. I got the words mixed up, sorry. It's my privilege today to welcome 3 rising stars in agriculture, 4-H members, Joran Buchanan, Hannah Popp, and Lauren McKee. They're here to share their experience at the National FFA Convention, where 70,000 delegates from across the United States and international spent 4 days learning about the opportunities in the agriculture industry. Please join me in welcoming these 3 young leaders.
Thank you, Stephanie. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joran Buchanan, and I'm currently attending the University of Manitoba for the Diploma Agriculture program. And alongside me is Hannah Popp, who's in grade 12 and planning to attend the University of Saskatchewan for Agriculture and Bioresources in the 2020 fall term. And Lauren McKee, who is also in grade 12 and planning to attend the University of Manitoba for her degree in agriculture. We are very excited and thankful that we have an opportunity to stand up here and share our experiences that we had at the 2019 Future Farmers of America Convention and Expo. How we got into this opportunity was we were contacted by Manitoba Agriculture through 4-H Manitoba looking for some potential candidates to attend the FFA National Convention and Expo from October 29th to November 3rd. Potential candidates had to be planning on or were continuing their post-secondary studies in the agriculture field. In late September, we were notified that the opportunity was a go. And so in early October, 4-H Manitoba and us individually had a scheduled interview, which was a part of the selection process. A few days later, we all received confirmation that we were selected to travel to Indianapolis, Indiana for the FFA Convention and Expo with our chaperone, Stephanie Kershanks.
The FFA Convention and Expo is where over 40,000 FFA members and a total of 70,000 people from across the United States come together to learn about agriculture. There is a variety of industry leaders and companies at the convention and expo. To name a few, Corteva, John Deere, NASA, Microsoft, New Holland, Case, and many others. During the convention, there were 2 very large RBC convention rooms, as well as the Lucas Oil Stadium, along with many other smaller conference rooms for roundtable group discussions and sessions to learn about the specific topics in the agriculture industry.
One of the greatest things about attending this conference was being able to meet people that share the same interests. We engaged the FFA members in conversation about our lives and created friendships that will last a lifetime. Through technology today, we are able to stay connected with the people that we have met, keep up with what is going on in their life, as well as share what is happening in ours. Through our conversations with the members from all over the United States, we were given the opportunity to learn about the similarities and differences between our 4-H program and their FFA. We were able to connect with the things that we do the same and learn about the things we do differently, that they do differently, that we could bring to our 4-H program here in Manitoba. One of the things that 4-H and FFA have in common is our public speaking. While we have months to prepare a speech from a topic of our choice, they have just 30 minutes to put together a speech under a specific topic. The 3 of us are strong public speakers, and we were amazed that when they were put on the spot, the members could stand up and confidently speak about the topic at hand. They stood tall and proud and sounded very polished. We were greatly inspired by watching each person stand up and say what they had to say. We were able to see firsthand how these individuals would perform in professional interactions. Some of the most admirable qualities that these FFA members obtain is their passion, confidence, and enthusiasm in every activity they participate in. When asked about what the program means to them, they speak so passionately about how much it has taught them and what they have done or can do to give back. Everyone we met absolutely loves being in the program and are more than willing to share all about what they do as an organization and how youth from all across the country can benefit.
My highlight from the 2019 Convention and Expo was to be able to engage in a Q&A with the Deputy Secretary of Education, Mike Sows, and a past colleague of his. Some of the things we discussed was ourselves in the egg industry and our path within it. Being here and taking a look around the room, there are so many young egg students and many youth individuals that will be a part of the egg industry in the near future. They had great words to share with us, such as the importance of our own integrity. Being successful should be your motivation. Be sure to define it to yourself, then work harder at it than anything else you have in your life, was one note they had said. We also talked about leadership and how we should be defining our own life principles. The main point they made about our careers was to find a general path and to follow it. As the Deputy Secretary said, the specifics don't matter as much at this age, as everything will work itself out. Just make sure to set your own personal morals straight and abide by them. After speaking to these gentlemen, I can say that my career plans are not as fixed and less defined now. However, I'm very excited that I have an opportunity to be a part of the egg industry.
Upon our arrival in Indianapolis, the three of us quickly realized just how action-packed our stay was going to be. The possibilities of learning and exploring were endless. During the nights, many events were held in the city that were open to FFA members and other guests such as ourselves to attend. There was no shortage of being entertained. We had the opportunity of experiencing some music as well as a hypnotist show. The atmosphere at all of these events gave off an energy like no other. The reason for this is because the FFA is completely youth-oriented. We learned that one of the main principles of FFA is youth leading youth. Each year, members between the ages of 18 to 25 are able to run for a position called state officer. The candidates hold a standard of leadership and teamwork and demonstrate this all through organizing and running the national convention. This helps to keep the convention lively, upbeat, and truly fueled by the youth. My highlight of the trip was learning about the innovation and technology involved in egg. There was a room called the Blue Room. This room was directly focused on the technology within the agriculture field. There were also presenters from different companies that are all involved with agriculture on the outskirts of the room. We were given about 15 to 20 minutes to go around and talk to all the companies and learn what they had to say. The keynote speaker of the session that we attended was the NASA administrator. He made many points of the continual research and shared what the scientists at NASA are working on for the future of the agriculture industry, which personally, I had no idea that NASA was even working on things for us, but this is great. This inspires me for my future in agriculture and opens up all the possibilities of study. Agriculture is constantly evolving, and this trip was a perfect showcase of what is to come.
If the world was ours to influence, we would incorporate more agriculture into the education system. Through the high school system in the United States, students have the option of many agriculturally based courses. They can learn about animal science, plant science, as well as mechanics and welding. Through their 4 years, they are able to become more knowledgeable when it comes to agriculture in their communities and country. Everywhere we turn, we read about how we need to build a sustainable future, but it all starts by educating the youth on what that really means. From the viewpoint of someone who was raised on the farm, we can see the value in having a better understanding of agriculture. In a world where people need to know where the food that they consume comes from, we aren't as educated as we should be. When involved in a conversation with the FFA members, we were astounded to learn how much they actually know about agriculture. And it is all because it is integrated into their high school's education system. The more time that we spent with the youth of FFA, the more we realized how passionate they are about agriculture and how easily they could relate to us and have one-on-one discussions on with many valid points on pressing issues in the industry.
Just as our time wraps up here, we would just like to say, if you ever have the opportunity to speak with an FFA member or alumni, take the time to have a conversation with them. And if you ever have the chance to attend the FFA National Convention and Expo, take full advantage, as it was such a life-changing experience for all of us, and it's such a great learning environment, and to learn about yourself.
Enjoy the rest of your experience at the Manitoba 2020 Ag Days. And remember, agriculture isn't just sows, plows, and cows. It's drones, clones, and technology. Are there any questions?